Okay, let's do it. Yeah,
Awesome.
All right, you can literally ask me anything.
What's your favorite color?
Blue or black. Black.
Ooh.
It's like blue and black. Blue and black are like the two.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I would say blue. Maybe a little bit green thrown in there as well.
Well, black is like, you know what I mean? Like that's that. Like that's that shit. You know, everyone has to love black. Maybe I'm biased. All right.
Okay, Billy, when it comes to why do you think entrepreneurs, business owners, people that are trying to build whatever it is, whether it comes online or why do you think they're failing?
Trying to figure it out by themselves, right? And so I mention all the time, most people, arrogance and ignorance hold you back. That's it. And most of the people that are arrogant are unconsciously arrogant, meaning they think they're open-minded, but when you ask them, well, cool, you're running Facebook ads. Well, who taught you Facebook ads? Oh, I taught myself. Okay, that's interesting. Well, you're doing sales. Who taught you sales? Oh, I just figured it out myself. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, well, great. Who taught you marketing? I just figured it out myself. Myself. I'm like, and you don't think you're arrogant, motherfucker? Like, what are you talking about? So one, you got to own yourself if that's you. And then the other is just ignorance. Like, people just don't know it exists. So, for example, I was just speaking, right?
Like you don't know what you don't know sort of thing?
You don't know what you don't know, but people don't understand how costly it is. Like monetarily, like it'll put you out of business, real shit. So like upstairs, I was just like, hey, raise your hands if you're familiar with like X, Y, and Z on YouTube ads. Nobody was. And I was just like, well, that's why you make X amount of money. Like there's a direct correlation. So I think right now, and what a lot of people do is you try and as the CEO, like you can just outsource everything. But what I've found, like every single role in my company, I got like 27 employees, every single role that they're doing, I have done.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I was the best at it when I did it, right? Like now my media team is better than me at editing than I ever would be.
Understand what they're doing.
So I can actually help them. I just can't imagine having a marketing team not understanding social media ads. I wouldn't even know how to have a discussion with them. So that's why people are getting stuck, because they're all unwillingness to learn. I'll give you an example. My parents, shout out to my mom and dad, I love you guys. But my parents are still the same motherfuckers who my mom will call me and ask me how to change the input on the TV. Come on. This is no joke. I was literally with them the other day and my mom goes, where's the nearest Rite Aid? I was like, I don't know, Google it. And she pulls out her phone, pulls up the internet browser and says, here, can you do it for me? Ma, you just had to type it in and press enter.
Come on, Mom.
Like, it's just that, but she's one of a gazillion.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. And people, see, technology never changed as fast as it has now. So, like, people in business have been like, arrogance again. It's revisited. I've been in business for 30 years. I've never needed to do any of that stuff. Why do I need to do it now? Because the world fucking changed. Yeah. While you were getting old as shit, the world changed. And the rules have changed. The fundamentals are the same, but if you don't know the little sprinkles, you're fucked.
Why do you think you're staying on the leading edge of what's going on right now?
Because I understand how important it is and I make money from it. So like, I'm now addicted to the results of staying ahead of the curve.
Yes.
Like, when I see, like, we're on YouTube, and like, watch this. Let's say, where did I speak at this year? Traffic Conversion Summit, Social Media Marketing Bro, like Thrive, and like all these other ones, right? And while there's so many Facebook experts out there, when I'm like, well, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna hit YouTube. At the stage, right? Like, I'm not even in your guys' community as much anymore, but I spoke at Bedros' mastermind. He went up there, it's like, I love what you said, you need to be on stage at my thing. Because I'm talking about something that no one else is. So when I see opportunities that are being created from it, it's in the advantage in the sales field, as you know, we're in this marketing education space, it just helps us. When you're talking about something that no one else is, you win. So like, watch this, next year and a half, when everybody's like, oh yeah, YouTube, you already know we're talking about something else. You know, so
is that because, like, let's say this was like an example would be Google would be, so do you know what I mean? Like Google ads at the moment, too many people are saying like they're doing it saturated, it's all it's too expensive. Now people are obviously looking over, say, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. The platform's going to change. So, being Australian, this is a really bad analogy, but like go where the hockey puck is going. Do you know what I mean? So how do you make sure that you're going where you need to go?
Testing. I think that's there's the risk of being on the innovative side, because sometimes you invest into some things that aren't there. So for example, a lot of you may have gotten this Snapchat. And granted, Snapchat may be effective, but a lot of you also may have went all in on Snapchat, and then when Instagram came out with the similar features, you were kind of like, oh my God, I just wasted time. You may feel even a little defeated, right? Get over it. Just the best advice is like, you can make your best shots, but you're not always gonna be right. But here's the thing is like, Once you understand one platform, it's always the same shit. Like, there's not a real difference. It's like, it's the same thing on every single platform. Like, the Facebook ad is an Instagram, it's a YouTube ad, just the front end changes. So once you can understand that and you have a nice back end, you can do whatever you want.
I think especially because it's so important to be able to get on camera right now. Like, video is so important. That's why we're doing this.
This is crucial,
It's the best way for us to be able to connect. And if you're getting in front of the camera for Snapchat, or you can now do it for YouTube.
Well, here it is, right? Is people have a challenge because, this is what happens. You forget to sell yourself. Now, if we have a discussion, I say, like, what's the key to sales? Like, people would say, sell yourself like you get it. But when it goes to, like, creating your ads, you get so caught up in, like, explaining your product or something, you forget that the only reason why they bought in the first place is because they like you. So just show videos you like. Like, I bet you anything, if you guys do an advertisement just like showing you and your family hanging out, it'll probably outperform everything that you have. People just know you're human and you're real because it comes to the point where it's like, everybody's kind of an expert. You know what I mean? Like, there's just, you can get solutions everywhere.
Can I give you an example, really?
Yeah, please.
My best running Facebook ad right now is me riding a bicycle along Venice Beach, and I pulled my phone out.
Why are you riding?
The camera rode it. It's had like 220,000 views of paid traffic, and it's crushing it. And I was like, do you mean like I've tried to do like sales videos and stuff like that, and scripted, and it's bollocks and shit.
It never works.
I randomly pulled my phone out and suddenly doing because it has connection at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Now, one more question was when it comes to a lot of people can get stuck in the weeds or in the tactics of the little small things, especially when maybe we're talking YouTube ads.
Yeah.
What are the principles or the formulas?
Great question. That's a dope question. Advertise, capture, sell. Here's what it means. Get attention, meaning actually create interest in what you're selling. Like, people have to be interested, right? So you got to think of creative ads and videos to show your product and show how it solves a problem. And then the next part is just like getting leads. Getting leads is the equivalent to getting distribution. So here's what a lot of people don't understand. When you hear the term, you have to have a list. It falls on deaf ears because no one really knows what that means. Like, watch, I'll explain it to you guys a different way. So in the 90s, all the record labels, then when they were making all tons of money, the reason why you would see some artists all of a sudden disappear is because they'd get into a dispute with their record label and they would lose distribution, meaning their ability to ask people to buy their records. Because the label owned the relationship with Target, with Walmart, with Tower Records, with Blockbuster Music, and all these people who were selling music. So once that happened, the artist was just like, what am I going to do now? And they realized that talent is the smallest part. The distribution is the entire thing. And social media changes the game because now you can reach people through there. But listen, you don't own Facebook, you don't own Instagram. So when they make a change, shut the fuck up. That's their prerogative. Like, you would never let anybody tell you how to run your business, but you think you should have a say in theirs, right? We're lucky, we're blessed to have it. But your job is to get them off those platforms and make sure you have their phone numbers, not just emails, and make sure so you can always reach people. So when I say list, I'm talking about your ability to make offers on demand. Meaning, if right now you did make some cash, you can literally send out a message to people and say, will you buy?
So an example of that would be email list, Facebook Messenger list. Do you know what I mean? Followers on different platforms.
As many as you can.
Exactly right, and that's it. Do you think that's one of the biggest problems people are falling into right now? That say, looking at Instagram, I just want as many Instagram followers as possible. But really, you don't own them because you could, like, the YouTube account could just get shut down.
Yes.
Do you mean then?
Listen, you guys have no idea how many people, I'm sure you've met them too, how many people have massive followings in fucking puny bank accounts. Totally. Because the last time I checked, and I don't know, I haven't tried it, but if y'all ever go to the bank and you take out your phone and you try and deposit a like or a follow, just tell me what the fuck they tell you. I don't know. But that's the thing is once you realize that it's a vanity thing, people care so much about what other people think, it's fucking paralyzing you. Like some of y'all, you don't even want to start a YouTube channel because you don't want to go through the part of, holy shit, nobody's watching. And because of that, you're going to lose.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I could ask you questions all day. It's so great being so fire right now. Where does the audience go right now to learn more?
Just subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us. I can't take those to the bank, but I'll sell you something on those platforms. Good.
Prepared to be sold to, then it's perfectly fine. I'll pop the links below for you. Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother, for having me.
This is where I want to make sure that you get the most out of being here, and I want to hear from you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, click like, and to make sure I can send you the new episodes each and every week, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I really want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need. So comment below. I want to know what you're going to take away from this episode. And the best conversations after every episode always happen in the Breaking Success Tribe. I'll pop a link below for you to join the free group so you get access to the guides, the live streams. I'm in there answering your questions personally each and every day. Plus you get all the episodes as well. So thank you so much for being here and joining us. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.